All right, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, welcome to this session, which is how to upgrade your personal branding. I believe nowadays people talk a lot of things regarding personal branding, but the biggest question is, what is that? Or how can we do something about it? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get to know you. So how about you write in the chat box your name and where are you from? For instance, my name is Asnawi. Just put, hi, I am Snawi. I'm from Kajang. So that I can know where you are and other people can actually get to know you in a very simple way, right? So please write in the chat who are you and where are you from? All right. Fina from Kuala Lumpur, thank you so much for coming. Mohammed from Sungai Buloh, Selangor, thank you so much for coming. Hi, I'm Azami from Marang, Terengganu. Wow, all the way from Terengganu. Pushpa from PJ. Masha from Sabah. Wow, we got all the way from Sabah. Ashikin from Shah Alam. Thank you so much, Ashikin, for coming from Shah Alam. Tuan, oh yeah, Mr. Yus. It's been a while. Mr. Yus, thank you so much from Sungai Petani. I mean, from Doha. All right. So from Ampang, residing in Doha, Qatar. Hopefully one day I can go to Doha. Amy from Kelantan, thank you so much, Amy. Muhammad from Kedah. Zakwan from Selangor. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. So let's start our session. I'm going to share my slides. All right, so your image is your brand. I believe in our digital world, the changes of the landscape in terms of our networking, in terms of our how to build network, how to build relationship, changes tremendously where it happens that we are now in the world of connectivity. Okay, we use internet, we call a lot of people and such. Okay, so understanding personal branding in this world is very important because at the end of the day, we want to ensure that when people say about you, people know about you. Okay, so let me give you some brief introduction. My name is Asnawi Yusof. This is my international code. It's like 007. So for me, it's like 111. So what is that 111? This is me. Okay, let me just use my pointer option. This is me. I'm one. Yeah, me, single. This is my wife, one also. And this is my son, one. So this is my international code. So I believe some of you may be 100, still single, but not available anymore. And maybe some of you are 110, going to have kid in the future. Maybe you have 115 or maybe 1110. So how I can learn so much from all of you. All right. So I'm very active in social media. Just find Asnawi Yusof in Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and also Instagram. And then these are some of my credentials in training and facilitators. I'm a certified trainer, I'm a certified email consultant and men's email consultant. I'm a certified facilitator by Ensing Learning in workforce performance. And I am a co-trainer in certification course by Academy Branding Image Professional, where I actually help my teacher as a co-trainer to give or to do certification course to be an image consultant. All right. So this is my experience where past 2 years, okay, I've been to United States of America. I met a lot of distinguished speakers, men stylists, good entrepreneurs, okay. These are some of my videos in ML Studio. If some of you are familiar with ML Studio, they are a platform that provide content by a lot of speakers. So I am I'm one of the speakers that provide content about image, about style. And then I've been to TV. I've been to have few articles in newspaper, and recently viral regarding my article regarding how our PM, our Prime Minister actually wear in terms of color, in terms of dressing and such. So you can actually find this nak tahu rahsia penampilan PM, penulis image ni kongsi maksud di sebalik kemeja putih. So I actually provide a lot of things regarding that. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what is personal branding? So I'm going to share my Mentimeter. So what I would like you to do is you open up your browser, okay, and then you key in the code in the slide and give your opinion. What is personal branding? Okay, so provide your opinion. What is personal branding that you understand currently? Okay, So you open your browser, go to www.menti.com and insert 134364. Go. So write down what is your opinion on personal branding. What do you understand about personal branding? People always say about personal branding. What is that? What do you understand? So give me your opinion, guys. What is personal branding? Our best version of ourselves. Thank you so much for that opinion. All right. Anyone else? Personal image. Okay. Personal branding is personal image. All right. Come on, guys. Keep it coming. Go to your browser and key in 134364 and give your opinion. What is personal branding? How people surrounding know us. Okay. First impression from other people. All right. Nice. Nice. I believe I'm going to wait for one or two more. Person's attitude, image to display for public, a path for being a public figure. Wow, a path for being a public figure. So I believe the person that actually insert this want to be an influencer maybe one day, hopefully a good influencer, not a bad influencer that provide a lot of prank and everything, okay? So what people think when they hear our name, nice, I like it. Public perception on us. It is how you promote yourself, how do you market yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your opinions. I believe all of you have that understanding about personal branding, how you present yourself to others, a representation of you as a person that will give an idea of who you are. Oh, wow, this answer also is a good answer. Okay, so I'm going to stop my sharing from here. So let's continue. So I like how Jeff Bezos provide the terms or the understanding of personal branding. He said that branding is what people say about you when you are not in the room. So imagine you have your colleague, your friends, people that you know and you know them. All right, they also know you lah. Okay, and then when people ask, "Hey, do you know Asnawi? Can you tell me more about Asnawi?" What do you think they will say about you? What do you think they will tell you about your characteristics, about your attitude, about your behavior, about maybe your dressing, about how you engage? So all of that actually is a branding. So speaking about branding, it's not a one-day session or a one-day changes and then wow, branding comes in. No. If you ask me, famous brand, Petronas, famous brand like Datuk Siti Nurhaliza, because she's actually a brand. So they take years. It's not days, it's not months, they take years. But what I will always highlight is they are always consistent. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go through or let's dig deeper the comparison between personal branding and corporate branding. What are the differences? Now, talking about personal branding, it's about, these are some of the questions. Actually, if you go through deeper about personal branding, we have a lot more questions to ask, but these are some of the questions that you may ask to yourself now. Now, personal branding and corporate branding, number one is how people perceive you. If you can answer that, how people perceive you, that will be some of the questions that will fulfill your personal branding. And second, what will be your ambition? Why this is important to us? Because your ambition actually helps you to create your personal branding. And number three, definitely your values. Because at the end of the day, great values will provide you great projection of image. If you do not have a good values, you can lie in your status. You can lie in your training. You can lie in a lot of things that you do. At the end of the day, you can't toy. So that's why it's very important to have all these questions that you can ask to yourself about your personal branding. Now, what is corporate branding? Corporate branding basically is about how people perceive the company, what will be the company's direction, and what are the company's value. So speaking about all of this, if we understand deeper, both must be closely related. That's why I've seen one of my friend, he changed jobs a lot. And then he jumped into this company, okay? And then he said, bro, I do not want to change company anymore. I said, why? because I found out what I want. I have received what I believe in. So the company's mission, the company's value, and his personal value actually align together. And because of that, he can actually perform better. Now, what happens if both do not correlate each other? What happens is, worst case scenario, the company will still alive, the organization, the institution will still run, but you yourself, that particular person, that particular individual, worst case, they will leave the company and find another company, or they will build their startup company. Okay, so basically that's about all right. So now, if we see from this comparison, actually corporate branding, we have limited control on that. It means that only shareholders or board of directors can decide the value, the direction, the mission, the vision, everything regarding company. So that's why we have limited control on that. But when you talk about personal branding, we have unlimited control. You can do a lot of things with yourself. You want to start to have a new dressing style. You want to have a new way of communicating with other people, a new way to behave, a new way to engage with people. It's unlimited. It's limitless, ladies and gentlemen. That's why personal branding is very easy. It's very good, and it's within your control. Okay. Now, the biggest question is how we can actually start. So let's go through what are the aspects that we cover talking about personal branding, or some people say just now personal image. It must be within these 4 aspects. Number 1, it is closely related with the aspect of appearance. It means that whatever you wear is about you. That is your personal branding. Okay. The second aspect, ladies and gentlemen, is about behavior. How we behave, how we react with certain situations. Number 3 is communication. So communication is what are the words that we use, how we actually say things, our intonations. And last but not least, the 4th aspect, ladies and gentlemen, is digital footprint. Okay, so speaking about digital footprint, it means that whatever you do online, your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your IG, even your WhatsApp status, everything is also your personal branding. So now, the first activity that we like to do is, I would like you to write down one person, one individual that you are most comfortable, but must be within your professional circle. I'm going to give you around 30 seconds. Write down one name, a person, all right, that you are most comfortable within your professional circle. Maybe your colleague, maybe your boss, maybe your supervisor, maybe your business partner, maybe your follower, all right, your follower that you know him, or they also know you. So make sure you know each other. All right, make sure you know each other. So I do not want you to put your wife, your spouse, your kids, all right, your father, your mother. No. It must be within professional circles. All right, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds, guys. Go. All right, so okay, so we have a few people that actually write in the chat. All right, so make sure you write the name inside your paper, so you don't have to announce it here. Okay, your business partner, your boss, your FYP supervisor, right? Final year project. Okay, my ex-boss is my mentor. Okay, nice. Okay, project director, my colleague. Okay, nice. So write down the name inside your paper, but not in the chat box, because later on I'm going to have another activity for you. Okay, it's very important to understand about this personal branding. Okay, so thank you so much for your reply, guys. Okay, so I believe we are done. So let's continue. So speaking about personal branding, I always ask them, what are the things that you want to project about yourself? This is one of the most important questions to ask yourself right now. What do you want to project? Okay, now I give you an example. If you ask me what I want to project, I'm going to write number one, I'm going to be an expert in professional image. So it means speaking about professional image, it must be four things: my appearance, my behavior, my communication, my digital footprint. So everything here will be under my expertise. Okay, so that will be my projection. Number two is I want to be a good storyteller. I want to be a person that people can laugh, people can actually be excited with how I deliver things. People can feel connected with my presentation. So by understanding this, these are the things that I want to project. Now, speaking about what you want to project, it doesn't mean you have achieved it now. No, it means that what is your direction? What do you want to project maybe in the future? But one day you hope that you will achieve this. Okay, so the second question is, what can you comment about yourself? Because now the process, we call it, is a self-evaluation process. We understand ourselves. So if I can comment about myself, I can say, okay, Asnawi, today, all right, what I can comment about you is, number one, you like to share things. Even sometimes things that you cannot share, you also want to share. Okay, fine. So that is my comment about myself. All right. Number two, what I can comment is I want to try my best to look proper. Even though sometimes we feel lazy, we do not have that determination, we do not have that motivation. It's weekend, it's Fridays, it's Sunday. How can I have to wear all this blazer and everything with tie? You have to comb your hair. Okay, fine. But at least my comment is, at least I try my best to look proper. Okay, so when we do this self-evaluation, we know where you are and we know where you want to go. So this is where you are trying to find where are the gaps, where are the things that you can improve in terms of all those four aspects. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into another activity where you must write two statements about these two questions. And I have given my example. So I would like you to write down in your paper, okay? Or maybe you want to share in your chat box. Up to you, no problem, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so you can actually write down two statements about these questions. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, if you're done, please write done in the chat box. If you are done, please write down done in the chat box. All right, Pushpa, thank you. You are done. Anyone else? Let me just wait a few more seconds. Okay, nice. Thank you so much, Amy. You are done. All right, excellent. Done, done. Okay. All right, now I see most of you have done it. All right, thank you so much. So why this is important, like I mentioned just now, this is for our self-evaluation, to understand ourselves, where is our direction, where we want to go, and where are we right now. Now, we are now coming into one of the best part in my session, is by understanding what other people say about you. Okay, so recently I've asked my friend, I said, okay, this is my script. I said, okay, you know me for a few years now, and you know you always like my status, you always follow me in my program and such. So I would like you to give a feedback about myself. What do you see about me? So actually he's a she. So what she replied to me is, she said, Asnawi, what I can comment about you is I can see that you always try to look professionals, and sometimes you got some style in your dressing, and I love it when you always smile. The moment that I see you, you always smile, you always laugh, and sometimes you like to make jokes, even though that some pickup lines doesn't suit me up, but I like to laugh when I'm with you. So this is some of the example of feedback that I received from one of my friend regarding myself. Now, talking about feedback, it doesn't mean it's a good feedback. All right, your colleague, your friend can also mention bad things about you that you can improve. So before we start our next activity, ladies and gentlemen, right, I'm going to give you a few guidelines. Number one, when you ask them at least what are the things that you like about me and what are the things that you want me to improve. That is the question. Okay. Number two, you do not be defensive during your feedback when you ask feedback. Okay, you do not reply anything, you do not ask for any feedback, you just listen, and then you just say okay, 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 and then say thank you so much. That's it. All right, are we good? Are you ready to start our next activity? If you are ready, please type ready in the chat box now. All right, I love the spirit, ladies and gentlemen. So our next activity is, you remember the person that you write just now? You remember your ex-CEO, your business partner, your colleague, everything. So what I would like to do is, you call them now. I'm going to give you 3 minutes and ask 3 feedbacks, a combination or a mixture of good feedbacks and bad feedback that you can improve. Okay, so I give you 3 minutes. Get your headphones, dial them up, call them, and make sure you must listen to their voice. Okay, you ask them now. Do it now. I'm going to wait for 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, go. All right, Shiki nervous, eh? All right, call them up. Come on, call your friend. Ask for their feedback. All right, 1.5 minutes. Okay, so I believe it's almost 3 minutes. So far, how's everything doing? Is it good? Okay, if you are done, type in the chat box, you are done. If you are done, type in the chat box, you are done. All right. Zamisham student, settle. You are done. Anyone else? Oh, Mr. Amin, done. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to ask you by person, and then you have to unmute yourself and you share what is your feedback. And then can you relate them with your projection that you put in? Okay, for example, just now I give you an example. My projection is I want to be expertise, and then I want to be a good storyteller. So now, when other people give you feedback, is it towards the direction that you want to project or not? Okay, so let me call up. All right, let me ask the person that there's no, Mr. Amin, Mr. Amin. Okay, I love to hear from you. Mr. Amin, can you give me what are the feedback that you receive?
Hi.
Yep.
Okay. My feedback that I received was I need to cool down. I need to slow down in my approach on certain things. They also remarked that I'm a good trainer, presenter, easy person to create a rapport with.
All right, love it. Okay, so what we can improve is cool down, all right, in terms of your approach, and then easy person to recreate a rapport and a good trainer, a good deliverer. Okay, now, what is your project? What is your what do you write in your question about what you want to project, Mr. Amin?
I want to project myself as a role model for others, which is to be approachable, humble, and in other words, to excite people about certain subject matters.
All right, so approachable, all right, role model to others. Nice, I love it. Okay, now, if I can give you some feedback, because when that particular person gives you a feedback regarding you are a Z person to create rapport, and then you want to be a role model to others and approachable, it means that some of the projection that you want to do is actually you have actually achieved some of that actually. Okay, so that's a good thing. So but what you can actually improve about in terms of your fast approach, you have to cool down. So that's the thing that we can improve as time goes by. So that's good, Mr. Amin, thank you so much. Okay,
Thank you.
all right, another person that I can call up is let me ask from Nick Nur Ashikin. Nick Nur Ashikin, can you share to me what are the feedback that you receive and the relationship with your the first question that I asked you regarding what you want to project? All right, please, Nick Nur Ashikin, unmute yourself.
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep. Loud and clear.
Okay. So what do I want to project on myself is that I want to be a positive role model to all people. And yeah, me myself, I like to do positive things, encourage people to do good things. Yes, like that.
Okay.
Okay. So
What about the feedback? Yeah.
Okay. The feedback is that my friends, they like about me is that they like me being happy, and also what they want me to improve is kalut. I always being clumsy, not always, but sometimes. So yeah, they want me to improve that. That's all.
All right. Nice. So you are happy, but sometimes clumsy. Okay. So
Yes.
it means that in terms of happiness, it's also good because you can actually encourage other people to be happy. So you are actually aligning yourself from the feedback you receive and the projection that you want to do. Yes, you're actually doing that. Okay, that's good. So in terms of clumsiness, you can actually improve that. All right. So by doing this self-evaluation, thank you so much, Mr. Shikin. Yeah? Okay, by doing this self-evaluation, it's important for us to understand whether we are in the right track or not. Okay. Now, people ask me again, the four aspect, right? Appearance, behavior, communication, digital footprint. Now, if you look closely from all these four aspects, we cannot judge much on the fourth aspect. which is our social media or our digital footprint. So that's why if you notice some of the status that all those influencers, celebrities, they suddenly ask about, what do you know me of? Okay, or how we get to know each other. Why do you follow my page? Write in the comment, because they want to see what are the majority that people remember about you. That is how you've asked for feedback in your social media. So later on, I'm going to give you, consider this as assignment that you don't have to submit. It's for your self evaluation. So later on, when we finish our session, what I would like you to do is you write down in your status. Okay, for example, you are very active in Facebook, so you write down in Facebook. You are very active in Twitter or IG. Write down in whatever social media that you are active most. You write down and then you ask your followers and your friends. All right. Okay. You can ask them about how they know you. What are the things that they remember most about you, or what are the things that you like you to share a lot. So all those questions actually is actually about self-evaluation, whether you are in the right track or not. Okay, so if you ask me, I've done several times before this. Most of them wanted to have more information about style, more information about dressing, more information about etiquette, more information about communication, more information about copywriting, or how to actually write a status that can go viral. So all of that actually fulfill what I want to project. It's just that I'm not famous enough that all of the Malaysia can actually speak about my name. Not yet. So I'm going to go there. So if you go deeper or you go more specific, you can ask a deeper questions. For example, a more specific question. For example, you want to be an expertise. Okay, expert in what? Okay, expert in professional image. Okay, who is your audience? What are their range of age? Male or female? Local or international? So all those questions you can ask further so that you can understand where do you want to go later on. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for your very good cooperation. So let's continue with our session. Now, we go back to our 4 aspects: appearance, behavior, communication, and digital footprint. So I'm going to give you a few examples how we can actually improve so that you have a better relationship, you have better opportunity to get a job. Because if you look closely, talking about appearance, you want to look good with your spouse. You want to look good to be a good role model as a father, as a mother. Appearance, you want to go to an interview. You want to attend an interview. Definitely appearance is one of the factor. You want to look good with your colleague, then wear properly. You want to be a trainer, a speaker, definitely a good dressing will be things that you cannot avoid. So that is appearance. Second, about behavior. You want to behave better with your boss. You want to have better with your colleague, your subordinates, your interns. You want to have you want to behave with your customers. You want to behave with your spouse, with your kids. So all of this very close related with these 4 aspects. All right. So let's go through number 1, appearance. So appearance, some of the things that related with the appearance is hairstyle or tudung style, how you comb your hair, how you style your tudung, how you style your accessory on your hair. Okay. Oops. Sorry. All right. Hold on for a while. All right. Because I click N. Okay. So let me share back. All right. Let's continue. All right. So, for example, facial hair. Talking about facial hair or makeup. Talking about your shirt. How do you dress yourself? Talking about the outer layer, your jacket, your blazer, maybe your sweater. And then your trousers. What kind of trousers that you wear? Socks. What color of socks that you're wearing? Is it white? Is it black? Is it dark blue? Is it proper, or is it a messy socks? What kind of shoes that you wear? What kind of accessory that you adorn with? What colors that you use to match with your dressing? Okay, or anything that close related with your dressing. Okay, now in organization or as a staff or as a person that you as an employee, these are some of the questions that you may ask yourself. How about your uniform? Is it good? Is it in a good condition? Still proper? The color is still good, or it has been very muted color? Your dressing at workplace, your t-shirt, your trousers, your bag that you bring along, your dressing when you attend an event, when you go to a dinner event, when you go to graduation event, what kind of dressing that you wear? Or maybe your dressing when you go out. Okay, so basically all of this, ladies and gentlemen, is things that you must ask yourself. How can I improve? How can I do better? Okay, some simple tips. All right, so if you see here on the left side, this is a person wearing workplace outfit. He's wearing dress shirt, white color. He's wearing tie. He's wearing slack pants or slack trousers. But if I can compare with the person on the right side, this person actually wear better. Why? Because look, the fitting is good. It is not too fit or it is not too loose. He is wearing a correct fit. You can see at the waist side. You can see at the cuff. All right, this cuff over here. The sleeve. Look at this. There are a lot of spaces over here. Okay, a lot of spaces at the waist. So it doesn't have a correct fitting over there. Okay, so let's see about. Yep. I truly agree with you, Mr. Amin. Good fitting, neat, presentable. All right, nice. So that's a good observation. Now let's see if you're a big guy. Sometimes when I do program, I do consultation, I do coaching, people ask me, Asnawi, I'm a big guy. I'm fat. I know I'm fat. Okay, so fat people like me, can I dress better? My answer is definitely yes when you understand about yourself. Okay, look at this guy. This is a celebrity actually. Yeah, so he is a huge guy. Okay, but look at the hair. Look at the facial hair. Look at his smile. Look the color that he is wearing. All right, look at the pants. Look, he is wearing a white shirt, small checkered. Okay, this is light blue color trousers. He still looks good, ladies and gentlemen, even though he has a plus size. Okay, now let's see about women. For ladies, I take example for ladies who are wearing tudung. Yeah, okay, if they're wearing baju kurung, this is our traditional baju. So a lot of laces, a lot of sewing here and there. So this is too much for workplace. So what we can do is we make them much more minimal, because at workplace you want to show you are professional. You want to show that you are very serious in doing your job. You are very good in terms of putting your matching in terms of your clothing. So this is how we can see changes. So this is we have some small patterns over here. And then if this lady, yeah, this is plain, this is very subtle patterns. So this is how we can improve to be better. Okay, let's see over here. This lady actually wearing a blouse, but this blouse actually shows a lot of flowers. This is what we call floral pattern. So when you have this feminine side of you at workplace, it doesn't show you that you are strong like a man. So that's why commonly I highly suggest that you go for a much more minimal design or minimal patterns. Yes, you have a lot of patterns that you can wear, but make it minimal. And yes, look at the tudung style. They still have that flowy. Okay, but she actually wear quite a minimal one, white trouser. So at least this is an improvement that she can do in terms of her clothing. All right. So this is about a simple tips for your appearance. Now, let's go through the second aspect about behavior. So ladies and gentlemen, so far, are you following me? If yes, type in the chat box, yes, you are following me. Excellent. All right. So let me continue with our session. Thank you so much, guys, for your feedback. So, second aspect is about behavior. Talking about behavior is how we behave in certain situations. Your etiquette, how you greet other people, how you remember names, how you make your handshake, your eye contact when you speak to other people. Even though we are online, sometimes I make myself to look at the camera so that I can at least feel that I can make connection with you. Okay, how do you give attention? Even though it's online, I can actually listen. I jot down a few things about you and then I give some feedback. So all of that is actually a very small little things that you can actually improve or become better. All right, how you introduce other people. What is your time management? If you promise it's actually 2 o'clock and you want to make it a bit late, call them up. Tell them, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give some 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, we can start so that people are ready with the situation. If you are late, you promise with your friend, you want to meet at 3 o'clock. And then it's 2:50 and you're still not there. And we said that you're going to arrive at 3:15. So you're going to be late 15 minutes. Call them up. Call your friend. Hey, bro, I'm very sorry. I'm going to be late. My waist set is around 15 minutes. So I'm very sorry about that. How can I make things up? Okay, how about this? I treat you with my with a Starbucks coffee. So at least you make an effort in terms of behavior to ensure that you become better person. You fulfill your direction, what you want to project to other people. If you want people say about you very professional, very good, but you do not follow your timing, that will be a disaster. Okay, so that's why I dislike when people say ini janji Melayu or not. So thank you so much, Azami, for that. Right? Actually, I dislike when people say janji Melayu. When I say 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. When I will be late, I'm going to call my friend or I'm going to post in the group. Guys, I'm late. My ETA is blah, blah, blah. ETA is estimated time arrival. So that they do not assume about me. I do not want them to assume about me. I want them to know me, and at a certain point, they appreciate my time. I remember one of the NGO that I joined, they know how I work. So I said, okay, guys, 3 o'clock. And they make their effort to come before 3 o'clock. Sorry, guys. All right. So that's about time management. And yeah, also about this. So ladies and gentlemen, what I can say is your reactions, your time management, your behavior, you can make yourself better. Okay. At workplace, how do you behave with other people? I'm very sorry about that. Okay, so how do you behave with customers, with strangers? How do you deal with tough situation? How do you deal with stress? How do you deal with bossy boss? How do you deal with bad colleagues? Ladies and gentlemen, I truly believe we can do better in whatever we do. That's why I always say to my spouse, I said, you know what? Let's find a way that we can improve anything that we do. If we are comfortable with A style, and then you believe that you can actually improve that A style in terms of what you are doing, then try. Okay, so this is the example in terms of behavior. How do you sit? Okay, if you see over here, the left one, this is Kate Middleton. This is Prince. So do you see, this is what we call Duchess slant. So the way she sit is, she actually closed her knee to the ankle, and then she make it a slanting side so that she look feminine. In the same time, she look proper. Imagine a lady sitting like this, but like a man. She will look very bad. Okay, so how about a man? If you're a male, you want to sit, make sure you have some gap, and that gap is actually aligned with your shoulder. So look at here. This is the knee. We go up. This is the shoulder. So this is where we actually put our guidelines. And then look how he actually put his body. He sits straight, and then he cross his hand, but only at the palm, right? He doesn't cross everything until the elbow. Okay, and look, this is Cambridge cross. How Kate Middleton actually sit, close knees, and then she only cross downward like here. So she doesn't put her leg on top of the other leg. So this is how we can actually behave much better in terms of how we sit, how we stand, how we walk. Okay. Now, subtle with behavior, the second aspect. Let's go to the third behavior, or to the third aspect, which is communication. So communication, everything regarding all this. Your intonation, the language that you use, how you adapt talking to older people. How do you adapt? How do you adapt talking to kids? You cannot talk to kids very seriously. You can say, hello kids. How are you? How are you? What's your name? What's your name, little guy? So this is how we adapt. The way you give an explanation, the way you give orders to your subordinates, to your team, the way you listen to other people, how you follow up with your customers, how you follow up with your team, how do you ask questions, your public speaking, your delivery style. Okay. At workplace, I can say, how do you say things to customers, things to colleagues, your subordinates, and how do you discuss things. All right. For example, this is one of the most, I can say, my experience. I've listened to this sentence. I'm very sorry, sir. This is our policy for our written goods. I cannot do much about it. Okay. So if I can say that I can do better, how about we just change to this? I'm sorry, sir, but here's what we can do for you. How about we give you an additional 30% off and a voucher that you can actually redeem within 1 month. How's that sound, sir? So at least we try our best to communicate better with our clients. I remember one of the situations that I've gone through a few years back, where I have fulfilled my training with my participants, but the person in charge said that I do not fulfill the objective. So what I did, I looked through my feedback forms and I said, I looked through and then I show it to the person. I said, everything is fulfilled, but if you feel that I do not fulfill your objective, what I can do is I give you a 2 hours complimentary session for your company, and you can invite all the people in your company to join in. Okay, that's how I can actually improve on my delivery and also in my content. Okay, and I can also give you what are the outlines that I can provide, that I'm going to deliver to you beforehand. So at least she feels that, oh wow, this trainer can make an effort to actually improve whatever he's doing, right? But if you ask me honestly, I actually fulfill all the objectives. It's just that the person in charge, she come late, and then she doesn't focus much on my class. She always do in her laptop. She's doing phone call and everything. So I do not comment much on that, because to me, we have to respect each other. Okay, another example. I'm not allowed to do that, sir. That is beyond my paycheck. Okay, so what we can actually adjust or improve. Hold on, sir. Let me see what I can do to assist you. So these are some of the communication style where we can improve with our customer or our clients. Right? So far so good, I believe. Okay, now, oh wow, how time flies. So now it's 2:53. Okay, it's okay. We're going to end soon. So the last one, the last aspect is digital footprint. Thank you so much, Mr. Amin, for that. Yes, putting a personal touch and empathy takes you a long way in terms of engaging with your client. Yes, I truly believe that. I remember that I have maintained my client when I working with my previous company. I'm the salesperson. So I've maintained for 4 years with that particular client. And then there's one moment where they cannot take us anymore, because he said that is the guideline in the company. We cannot take more than a few years with the same training provider or trainer. So they said that they have to take another trainer to fulfill the guidelines, and then the next year they call us back. Okay, that was few years back, and then I leave the company, and now I'm doing my own business, training also, but doing my own. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Amin, for your insight. Okay, now the last thing is about digital footprint, how we can actually improve so that our personal branding is very strong. And I can see a trend where people say about digital footprint, personal branding in LinkedIn, personal branding in Facebook, personal branding in IG and such. At the end of the day, the most complete personal branding that I've gone through is this: appearance, behavior, communication, digital footprint. Do you know that you're going to come across a moment where online you see, wow, very beautiful, a lot of filters, the status is very good, and then when you see face to face, sometimes you feel very disappointed. Why? Because they do not align this. In terms of appearance, she used a lot of filters, she used a lot of cute filters, everything. So it doesn't make it as original as you can. So That's why I believe all these four, it must be aligned together. Okay. So talking about digital footprint, we're talking about Facebook, IG, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Telegram, Snapchat, TikTok, anything. Okay. So what kind of profile picture that you use? Do you use cats? Do you use babies? Or do you use your face? Okay. In terms of your bio, what kind of status or statement that you put in your bio? Or in terms of your status, comment, your language that you use, your spelling. So let me give you an example. I remember I come across this kind of, this is only an example. It doesn't, it is not an exact sentence, but it is almost like this. It's raining and I hate it. I can't get out of my house. And then the guy put it in the Facebook. Okay. Now, if I become that person, what I can improve to make sure that my personal branding as a professional, my personal branding is a good person, as a positive person, as people that encourage a lot of things. So this is what I'm going to change. I said, it's raining, even though it will be a bit challenging for me to go out of my home. But yeah, good things come from hard things. Pray for me. So I'm giving a good compliment, a good, what they call it, a good lesson for my situation. So that's why it's very important to learn storytelling, to learn how to write things. Because at the end of the day, we want people to share your status, to retweet your status, so that you actually give more feedback, positive feedbacks, positive vibes to other people. Okay. Yep, positivity is very important. Pushpa, thank you so much. And then another example, when we do comment, for instance, you write a status. Okay, you write a status, and then people comment. If you don't like my status, then stop following me. This is harsh comments. I never do this, because to me, well, we can do better. Let's see an example. Thank you for your concerns. It's good to have a different angle for this situation. We definitely take note about this. That's it. That's it. You play safe, because when you play safe, it gives you a good perspective when other people look at how you reply comments. I remember some of the celebrities that I know, not celebrities, some of the influencers that I saw. When we scroll the comments, we love how he actually, how she actually reply the bad comments in her status. She said, "Thank you so much." She said, "Oh yes, I believe that is a good, that's a good angle. That's a good concern from you. Oh, thank you so much for." So she actually spread thank you. She used thank you. She said sorry. She said, "Yes, let me take note about this and everything." And surprisingly, now she has a lot of diehard fans that can actually reply on her behalf. That is how powerful when we have good personal branding. She doesn't have to reply. Her fans reply on behalf of her. So for example, people say, "Who is this lady? Talk too much, share apa-apa, bad things, everything." And then not one people, not two people, 10 people, 15 people that actually comment, "I've known her since 2015. I've known her more than 7 years. I've known her. So you do not know her. You just come in here. Give yourself time. Give yourself to learn more. Give yourself to educate yourself." So all this positivity she created because of her personal branding. People see, people copy from what you have done. It takes years, ladies and gentlemen. That's why personal branding is something that you don't do one day, 2 days, 3 days. No, you do 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And at certain point, when you have achieved your level, people can say you are the expert. People can say, "Oh, you want to find that expert? Find this guy. You want to find it? I recommend this guy. You want to find it? Find this." So that is the thing that you want. So imagine when you want to find a job. Imagine when you want to find new businesses and new clients. I got few clients recommendation from my friend. "Hey Asnawi, I got this guy. He's looking for professional image. So yeah, I recommend to you. Later on, they will call you." So yeah, that's why I mentioned about earlier when I want to go to Terengganu. It's actually a recommendation from a friend of mine. So I got a half-day session sharing about professional image. Okay, so let me just wrap up my session. What I can say, corporate branding is limited. Personal branding is unlimited. You improve 4 aspects, ladies and gentlemen. You improve your appearance, you improve your behavior, you improve your communication, and you improve your digital footprint. These 4 aspects, when you improve, when you become better, when you align everything with your values, your mission, your vision, trust me, one day you are the person that you are going to thank. All right? You are the person that will be the center, or the person that will be in the radar among your businesses and your clients. Okay, so guys, hopefully I answer your questions a lot. And if you want to have any chit chat, or you have any things that you want to ask, oh, let me give you the link first before I forget. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me give you the link. So do join me in the link, and then you can ask me. Okay, now about the personal branding group coaching, the concept is very simple. You join in the group, and then you can ask me anything about your professional branding, your personal branding, your appearance, your behavior, your communication, and also your digital footprint. You can ask me anything, and I'm going to assist you in the WhatsApp group. So what I promised in the post is around 3 days, but I can actually extend into 7 days. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. So 7 days group coaching. Do join in the WhatsApp group. Ask me anything over there. All right. So far, do you have any question? If you have any question, you can actually, unmute yourself and ask me. And if not, you want to take your leave, thank you so much. And hopefully we can see you in the WhatsApp group for another 1 week. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Yusardi. Thank you so much. It's been a while, sir, meeting you. All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much, guys. So hopefully we see you again. So do join in the WhatsApp group and ask me over there also, you can. Okay. So if there's no question, I believe I'm going to end my meeting so that we can actually give space so that we can join another meeting. All right, goodbye, guys.
Thank you, Asnawi.
Yep. Most welcome.